Hello, hello, hello. Oh my goodness, how is everyone doing today? Whew, it has been a week. But let me see who is over here. Lindy is going to be joining us today. And let me put up let me try and see if I can't add oh goodness. Copy. Okay. Let me see if I can't get this up here so she can join. Okay, Lindy, if you are in the house, there is a link there. Hit that link and you will be coming up. So let me make sure Lindy is in the house. Has anyone seen Lindy in here yet? But anyhow, let me greet everyone and I'll tell you what is we're going to be talking about today, at least part of the the show today. So hey Stella Wonders and Wanders, hello, hello. I see Lindy's here. So she's in the basement. I'll be bringing her up shortly as soon as I greet everyone. Sad to hear about the incident with Lindy. Yes, yes. It will be a good learning experience for us all. Yes, an episode. Absolutely. She's going to be bringing you some nuggets of what to do, what not to do, some of the things that she's going through. You know, at first it's a harrowing experience, but I'm going to let her tell it in her words because she's going through it, not me. But it's a frightening thing for all of us YouTubers because it can happen to anyone, and it has happened to so many people. I have a very dear friend whose son had a channel with 600,000. That's right, 600,000 subscribers, and it was taken over. So this is happens to small, large, medium. It's a serious thing. But yes, so we're going to be talking to Lindy. You're going to get a chance to ask her questions. She's going to tell you what's happening, and we're going to go from there. Hi Sheila, hello, hello. Good talking to you again. I know criminals, just not just ruthless but lazy, and I'm guessing they don't have any talent or ability, or they'd start their own channel. So they're rather steal other people's channels because they don't have the intellect or the intelligence or the ability to do a channel of their own, sadly, you know. Hi Liza, hello, how are you? And Miss Annette, hello Miss Annette, one of my great moderators is in the house. So is another one. Vaughn's on a roll. Hello, hello. Uh oh, thank you for that. Jess is not here right now. She's out to dinner with some friends. I tell you, that girl, she has a she has a better social life than I do. But what can I say? It is what it is. um, hey Nora, another one of my fabulous moderators. Vaughn says Stella, Sheila, Liza, World Tracker, Miss Net. Oh my goodness. Hey Iris from Three Generations is in the house, and everyone's saying hello. Hey Martha, another one of my great moderators. I tell you, I have the best moderators on YouTube. I really do. Hey, John's Deb, how are you doing? Caroline's in the house. And Jacqueline, one of my members, hello, hello. Do. Thank you for being a member. And Lindy is here, and we're going to get with her in just a moment. I'm not going to go too long greeting because I really want to get to some of what she has to say and what her next steps are and where she's doing it, and some ways that you can support her also. um Patty Wine is in the house. Patty's in the house. Who else? Oh, everyone is coming over to find out what's going on. And let's see. Hey, Kath. Hello, Catherine. Fabulous 60s. How's it going? Hey, Graham. I haven't seen you in a bit, Graham. Glad to see you back in the house. Hope the bride's doing good. Hope your son's doing good. And just glad to see you here. Maria is in the house. Wanda, hello, hello, hello. Oh my goodness. Everyone's saying hello still. Hey, see Victoria, hello. Uh, uh,
Okay, I found this on the web for Victoria. Hello, hello.
Uh-oh. Actually, they found something on the web for you. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm going to be going through. Hey, Muskegee Land. Hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. Always good to see you. Oh my goodness. Everyone's greeting everyone. I think I've got down to the end. Hey, Kim. Hello. How are you, Kim? I'm glad you caught the live too. I'm glad you did. We're going to be talking about some really sad but important and actually encouraging, because things are going to be turning around. So, without any further ado, I'm going to bring Lindy up so she can share with you what's going on. Lindy, if you're ready, I'm going to bring you up right now. Okay. Hey, Lindy.
Hi.
Hi. Well, you have had quite the week, haven't you?
Oh, please. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I have. I first off the bat, before I say anything else and I forget, if you have a YouTube channel, write down your handle and your URL. Without those two pieces, you cannot get your channel back.
Now, what is the handle? Most people know it, but what is the handle, and where do you find
It's
the
called
URL?
a handle. Well, you have to go. Wait. Don't ask me too many technical questions right now, okay? Everybody should know what their handle is. If you don't, go into your setup and find your handle and your URL. You should know that. But if you don't, go and find it. And if you don't know how to do it, go to videos that tell you how to do it. But keep it in writing. We change our names. You've got to keep the original URL and original name and handle, as well as the new one.
So your handle is not your name?
No.
Okay.
You have a handle.
Okay, just to make sure people know that. All right, so your handle and your name. And if you don't know how to do it, you can go on, and you could actually probably go on ChatGPT and they could give you an answer,
Yeah. Better than me, because I'm really mentally really stressed.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're calming down though. You're calming down.
I'm trying to keep myself calm. I'm trying to keep my food down. I have trouble keeping food down right now. I have trouble sleeping. Because it's not just YouTube going down. Everything else that's involved with it is really heavy duty, because everything's affected.
So do you want to share a little bit about how exhaustive and extensive it is when someone goes into and hacks your email and stuff? Do you want to share with them just a little bit of what that entails?
Yeah. If they hack your email, number one, you have two recovery items: your phone number and another email, a recovery email, which Google gives you. However, they can go in and they can change your recovery email. They can change your phone number, take your email, and there's no way to recover it. Once they've changed it.
And they can change your password too.
They can change your password, your recovery email, and your phone number all at the same time. And instantly they have your email, and your email is tied to your channel, and they have your channel. Okay. And you cannot get in, even with your password, even if you have it written down, you cannot get into your email. It is gone. It is gone forever. You can't get into it. There's no way of recovering it whatsoever.
So if you have all kinds of like emails that you're saving of correspondence that, say you have a legal matter and you got all that email documented, it's all gone. So what you're saying,
it's all gone. You can't get to it.
So what you're saying is, perhaps if you have emails that are really critical for an ongoing case or something, you might want to copy those emails. If you have emails that are really critical.
You can't get it. You can't get into it. You cannot.
No, I'm saying before. What I'm saying is right now, if you have something on your email that's really critical to some
Oh, yeah.
pending legal matter or something, you might want to make a copy of that now. So should anything happen to your email, you've got it.
Right. Because it's gone. It's gone off of everything. When this happened, I was literally, because this all started almost a year ago, I have been hit with emails every month, sometimes two, sometimes just one, saying I'm making claims saying I am using music, which I don't use music. So I've been complaining to YouTube, and then I was making so many complaints and they weren't doing anything. They said this is just duplicates and started ignoring me. So then this last time they won't tell you what video they're talking about. They want you to follow a link to see the video. I haven't done it for almost a year. And I'm so frustrated because when they make a claim on that video, they get the money from that video until you dispute it.
Right.
So they're taking money from you right now. They're getting it, whether they have proved anything or not.
Here's what I don't understand. I don't understand how someone I could just go on and make a random claim and they're just going to give me the money. Why wouldn't YouTube?
You have a right to dispute it. You have a certain amount of time to dispute it.
Why wouldn't YouTube, before they do that, why wouldn't YouTube right at the start make it be verified? So why do they put the burden on you? You know what I'm saying?
How would I know? I don't have the answer for that. That's a YouTube question.
Yeah. So some Joe Blow could go down. Joe Blow could go down and on 500 videos across 500 people, that he could do that all day long, just make claims. And if people didn't see it in time or whatever, I mean, that's ridiculous.
That's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
So I immediately, I used it and saw the video. I used their link first time in a year. I knew better. I don't know why I did it, but I'm so frustrated. So I was actually writing emails and talking to YouTube through emails at the time they stole my channel, giving them all the information, screenshots of and my actual channel name and my handle. I was sending all that to them. So I already had it in an email to them. And then I went back in to get into my channel. They asked another question and it was gone.
So were you sending the information to the people who were the scammers?
No, YouTube.
Okay.
I was in an email with YouTube trying to dispute this. I was with the copyright of YouTube. So I contacted them.
So you had so after you opened the email saying the video, you just watched the video and you didn't respond to that.
There was no music. So I went online and went into help and said, this is what's going on right now.
Okay. And
started sending them information. And they were literally, YouTube and I were emailing back and forth and talking.
Yeah.
So, and then my channel disappeared.
So then you went in and it was just gone.
It was gone. It was gone. So then I went to my email. It was gone. Then I tried to recover it through Google like 100 times. They couldn't. They said, no, it's gone. And Google's, forget about help from Google.
Yeah.
But I don't want to get too far into this email business. That was my main email. So that's what the email that I used with Social Security, with the VA, and when I would get notifications. Now, if they go into any of your bank accounts or anything, you no longer get notifications on that email telling you someone has affected your account. So you have to go to every single account, credit card, anything that had anything to do with that email. And I have all mine written down with that email. So I knew every account that was affected.
Right.
Every password I had disappeared on every single account that I had online.
So all of your Google passwords to every single thing that you had, they had all of your Google passwords. They had all of your banking information. They had everything that was that had gone through your emails, they had. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they didn't just get your channel, they got your email and they got all of your information, your social security number. So you have to contact Social Security, your banking, VA. So it's pretty extensive.
It's very extensive. It's very extensive.
One of the things that I saw someone who said and at the very beginning, she said, don't have your email account that's tied to your channel, the email account that you use for other things.
That's
She
right.
said,
Don't have it. The other two that I had weren't affected.
Yeah. So she said, only have your email account for your channel be your email account for your channel.
That's right.
Yeah. So if they get your channel email, they don't get all of your personal information.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still need to double check everything.
Right.
Anytime that they hit you, they hack you in any way, I would verify every single thing I had and change every single password.
And your checking accounts and everything.
Everything. But I immediately took care of all of that. But then you also have the money, like all your memberships. Now, I'm not quite sure I understand this, but YouTube did go in and they suspended all my memberships.
Okay.
So because of all this complaint, it's so difficult to get to YouTube to their complaint.
It's very difficult. It's very difficult.
Very, very. You have to do it. You can only do it through X. And now you have to learn X, and the X is very difficult to do.
It's the former Twitter.
Formerly Twitter.
Right.
So, it's just, it's very, it's draining, and while all of this is going on, and you and I talked about this, half my lights on my dash have come on. This morning I spent at the auto shop. My oil light came on saying I had a dirty filter. I had to take and change my oil and blah, blah. This morning it was my tire monitor sensor system came up. I had to handle that. I mean, not only are you trying to do this late at night till 3 o'clock in the morning, then everything else, life is hitting me like wham, wham, wham.
Yeah. And we talked about it. For those of you who are believers, the Bible talks about being we fight principalities and spiritual warfare. And me and Lindy talked yesterday about this being really a spiritual warfare, but also that my experience is whenever you're just about to have a victory in something, or you're about to complete something or work towards something that's your destiny or your calling, that's when the enemy throws everything. It's like you're almost at the finish line of a race that you're winning, and he throws out the spikes to slow you down. And I told Lindy, I think there's something really, really on the other side of all this. There's something really amazing that is awaiting her. And you have some things that you were planning on doing. I'm not going to share all that right now, but I believe that some of those things are going to be so successful. But what I believe is happening what I know is happening is you're being spiritually attacked to bring you down, to make you want to give up. So you just stop before you cross the finish line. And we talked about that. And so anyone who's going through really all kinds of attacks from like every single angle, because you were talking about how from every single angle things were coming at you, not just YouTube, but other things in your vehicle and this and that. And
well, also, I think the most concerning to me was I was being interrupted in my prayers, and I couldn't do my prayers. I would try to do my prayers, and my mind was just going everywhere. And that's, when you pray, you have to pray and you have to focus on one. And I couldn't focus on anything. So my prayers were being interrupted. Everything was being interrupted. And
that's what the enemy's focus and goal is to keep you from connecting to your higher source, to your godly power, so that he knows that if you don't get that spiritual substance, that he will be able to take you out. So if he can stop you from praying, stop you from hoping, make you despondent, make you give up, he's got he's got the victory over you. And that's what was really so clear to me, is that this was a spiritual attack,
Yeah.
and trying to just take you out, because again, I am positive there's something amazing on the other side of this, but you have to get there, and he doesn't want you to get there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I would
I
encourage.
know.
Go ahead,
I
Lindy.
encourage, I was going to say, I encourage everybody. I've had to work to get my focus back. I think the most draining thing for me is that I really had to work on my prayers and my connection with God, because it's been hit so hard.
Right.
It takes, and you really, really have to focus and make sure that you keep that connection, and you stay positive and you stay hopeful. And it has been very difficult. Yesterday was a better day. Today is not as good as yesterday.
Mhm.
And every day you fight to get back that positive,
Right.
that connection, because the connection, it's just being attacked.
Well, here's what also solidified for me that this is a spiritual attack, is the timing. This didn't happen when you were having an off month where you may be making $100 or something. This happened, all of this happened on the month that's the highest earning month of your channel's history.
Yep.
That's not a coincidence.
Yep.
That is part, because it's like, let's, on top of that, let's make her despondent that has the potential to lose the most that it's like, oh, let's make her just say, oh, I give up all of this, I'm losing all of this. That the timing is critical. And I just want to say that when you are under, not just you, but anyone listening, when you're under attack, think about the timing. What else is going on in your life? And that will show you this is a spiritual warfare. The timing is such that either several other things are going on in your life, or you were just about to get something and it kept you from getting that, or you're just about to reach a really important goal and it's keeping you from that. And that sometimes that can take you out if you have something you've striven for so long and so hard, and it's just within your grasp and it gets snatched away. For many people, that will take them out and they won't come back.
Yeah.
And that is what really let me know this is spiritual warfare, because it was timed to really have maximum impact.
Yeah. It's had maximum impact.
Yes.
Been a long time since I've been attacked like this. Yeah. And I am working on not getting depressed, not being despondent.
Right.
And that, you have to, every factor in your life, you have to work to keep it safe,
Right.
So it takes a lot. I'm very tired.
Well,
Yeah.
I just wanted to encourage you to keep going, and the tips on getting your URL and getting your handle, and also maybe making a copy of important documents that you may have only on your email, just in case. I mean, you could lose it some other way. I don't know, but may not be through YouTube. Something else could be hacked. But also, if you have a YouTube channel, seriously consider separating your YouTube channel that you do use for YouTube from your other banking and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. And the other thing that I will suggest, and I've been doing it for 3 years, is I copy every video that I upload. I copy to something off my phone, off Google. So I have just about every video I've ever done on these things. I have like 3 or 4 of these.
Okay.
I forget what you call them, but
USB
copies.
drive. Did a USB drive?
Yeah, USB drive. I don't have a copy of the names, the titles, and the thumbnails. This is just the videos.
Okay.
The actual videos themselves.
Okay.
So you just don't know.
Yeah. So you hear that. Do any of you have any other questions? I see a lot of people. Um, who was saying, someone saying, yeah, I haven't heard. Vaughn just said she hasn't heard from Randy. I haven't heard from Randy either, and I'm really quite concerned. So I am praying that he's okay, and he's one of our original
Yeah.
Globies. So I'm
Yeah.
just praying he's okay.
Me
Um,
too. I hope so. Yes.
um, someone was saying on here, who was it? Was it Nora? Oh, Nora said you just go to your channel, go to where it says edit, and then you'll see handle, URL, etc. Now, what do you mean where it says edit, Nora? But she said go to your channel and where it says edit. Okay, I'll have to look at that. So yes, uh Pam was asking, are you telling us your channel was stolen? Yes, that's exactly what Lindy is
Yeah.
saying. It was
Yeah.
taken down, and and they'll try and reuse it for their own purposes, because they'll keep the content and they will keep the
The views
subscribers. Yeah, and the
and
view
the
and the views.
subscribers. Yeah.
Yeah. But don't unsubscribe, because she's going to get her channel back. So do not unsubscribe. Just wait patiently. And when she gets it back, she'll announce it. And I will also announce it when her channel is back up. But I do know people who've had their channels stolen. And, oh, I don't know the person. I know their mom, one of my friend's sons. I know her, and her son got it back. But he went through it. I mean, apparently he really went through a very emotional time.
It's very emotional, and the effect is huge on your life.
Yeah, well,
Huge.
financially for you. I mean,
Yeah.
because you were able to quit Walmart because of your channel.
Yeah. And I can't
So,
start a new channel. That took me 5 years to reach that point.
yeah,
2 years just to get monetized. It's
right.
not going to happen again. I have to get the channel back.
Yeah, well, it can happen again, but we're not going to count on that. We're just going to.
No,
It can happen again. You could get monetized, but that's not your goal. Your goal is to get
not
your
my goal.
channel back, and that's going to happen. So Catherine says this makes me nervous. Those, yeah, it does. Yeah, Catherine, just do not open any links. I don't even like opening links from people I know, because who's to say they didn't scam someone else? And then my daughter's Facebook account was stolen, and they were sending messages to people on her friends list telling them she was in some dire thing and asking them for money. Well, some people sent them money thinking it was my daughter asking for money. And then other people, family members, were like, why is she asking for money? What's going on? And I was like, what the heck? And so who's to say they didn't steal someone else's, and they're coming? So I tell people, I don't open links. Don't send me links. If you want me to see something, tell me how to get over to it myself. But and people think, oh, you're just paranoid. No, I'm not. I tell people, don't send me links, because I'm not going to open them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's, yes, Pam, she was locked out. It is horrible. It's horrible. Vaughn saying, personally, if you have a YouTube, create its own email and don't use it for anything else. Yes, exactly. And so this is a lesson learned, and a lesson for everyone to, to learn and to be mindful of. And these are hard lessons, but what can you say? And they know how to keep putting pressure on you,
Mhm.
until you just decide, you just get so frustrated, you just, okay. And that's when they're relentless. They don't give up, you
Yeah.
know, and that's the thing. Rose Grace says, I know another longtime YouTuber who did van life, and her whole channel was stolen, and the thief is playing her videos and collecting her money. She's been going through this since August. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm sure that Lindy's not going to be going through it that long. But yeah, what can you know? I don't know. I don't understand how YouTube, when they see that, they can't stop it. I
Yeah,
don't. I don't get that.
yeah,
You know.
they've got to see something. That something's got to happen. They've got well, they do see it once they get your channel, this information, but something's got to give. It's got to be better done. This is outrageous.
Yeah.
This is happening constantly.
But
I've
again,
kept
like
all the
I'm saying,
emails.
but that's what I'm saying. Like anyone can just write into make a claim and they just pay them. That
Yep,
makes absolutely no sense.
no sense
No,
whatsoever.
no. They put it on you to say, "Oh no, that's not true." Instead of
Right.
that's like someone going to the bank to get your money out and they make you say, "Oh no, I didn't give them permission." They should make the person who's asking for your money show the proof that they have a valid claim to it.
Yeah.
And it makes absolutely no sense, you know? But hey, Nisi Young, hello, hello. Catherine says, yes, that's what I heard to do. Thanks for mentioning. Patty says, so much fraud and theft in banking and government, and everything makes me so depressed. Well, it is sad, it is hard, but like I said, keep your eyes on what really is happening here, and that there is something really, really amazing and fabulous on the other side of all this. I'm convinced of that. Gary says that email wasn't YouTube. They got her info and then hacked her.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, yeah,
Google. They started the email with Google and then hacked into my YouTube. Yeah,
right. Because your YouTube was connected to
that's
that.
right.
So
Right.
you opened the account on the account that you use for Google.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So that's a lesson. That in itself is a lesson. Have a separate account for your business and one for that's only for YouTube. You
And
know.
I don't put all my credit cards on the internet. I have a card I've had, I don't know, 15, 20 years that I only do phone calls. I make payments through the phone. I talk them through the phone. I do not have any emails with them. I directly work through the phone. That card will never be touched, so I don't even have to look at it. So I'm learning certain things you don't even put on the internet anymore.
Right,
You know.
right. Here's what I'm afraid of, because I don't do banking online, but here's my concern. My concern is one day we're not going to be able to have a choice. We're going to have to do banking online. And when that
Yeah.
happens, all excuse my language, but all hell is going to break loose, because it's going to give them access to all of us who don't do it. Now everyone's going to be online, so it's going to be like a pig in slop. They're going to have just a field day, because a lot of people who don't do banking online are people who don't know very much about the internet. So they're going to be like lambs to slaughter, because they're going to be new to the internet. And oh, I just
Well, the
so
thing about the banking, you can do it on the internet, but it's not tied to Google. When you have everything tied to Google and your emails, you can
mhm,
have your bank account there, and they can save your password. You don't have to have it on Google. And now my new setup is it's totally separate, within self-contained, and also
right,
I'm doing fingerprint. So you have to use fingerprint from my bank.
yeah. So it's good to have 2 or 3 level verification.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
But
see,
again,
Victoria,
if they hack it, they can change all those verifications.
yeah. See, Victoria says, "This is scary. Sorry that happened to you, Lindy." Um, uh, Sun and Seashore says, "This also happened to Tracy at Adventures." Oh, really? At Adventures Over 60. I didn't know that happened to her. I know who that is.
I heard that
YouTube
too.
YouTube won't resolve it, which is inexcusable. She started a new channel at 60 and starting over. Oh my gosh. That's horrible. That's horrible. So Marie says, man, they scammed this lady in real time. She was talking to the wrong folks. Oh my goodness. Vaughn says, I wonder if LifeLock covers stuff like this. I don't know. But it would be there. I tell you, if someone could come up with a system that would protect your YouTube channel, they would make a fortune. Because I bet every YouTuber there is would take it, Marta says YouTube handles. Marta, thank you, but I'm not opening any links. I don't open any links.
No, don't send links to me because I'm not opening them.
I know
people
you're
are trying to send me links. I'm not opening them. No.
I know you're trying to be helpful, Marta, but I just no links.
No links. No links.
Jackie, certified shopaholic. Gosh, says, gosh, what is this world coming to or going to? I know. Well, it's just being made easier and easier and easier for people to get your information. A click of a hit of a button and boom, they've got everything. It's so simple. They used to really have to work to get it. Now it's so simple for people to rip you off, Catherine says, I keep saying that's right, like I'm in church. I know that is right. Oh gosh. Jacqueline says, yes, spiritual warfare trying to block the victory. Yes, I believe that Lindy has a magnificent, magnificent victory ahead of her that Satan just doesn't want her to claim. And he's trying to take her out before she can get to it. But I know that it is not going to happen. Me and Lindy, prayed yesterday, and I just know that this is going to be resolved, and she's going to come back.
It is going to be resolved.
And she's coming back bigger and stronger, Thank you, Happy Mac. Happy Mac says they're praying for you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it is sad, but it, Nays Young said, can you all start from the beginning and explain? No, I'm sorry, we can't do that, but you can go back. You can go back and watch the beginning. And Lindy, on the channel that you're working, are you still making videos on that channel or no?
I've made 3. I just don't have the energy. Everybody wants me to keep responding, but I all my energy is focused on my prayers and getting the channel back. Okay. And it's right now, I just can't. I'm trying to put a video up once in a while, but I have to focus on my channel. I'm going to get my channel back.
Yeah,
if I have to go to, I am 40 minutes from YouTube. Okay. I know where their office is. I've been by it. I may go there.
Lindy, if
this is going to be resolved.
Lindy, if you decide to go, call me and I will go up there with you.
Okay.
We'll go up
see what they're going to do with us.
And then we'll both get arrested together.
Yes. It's on our bucket list, right? I've never been to jail.
The last time me either. It's always the first time. Last time I went to YouTube, they threatened to trespass me. They were the guard trespassed me. He told me he was going to arrest me and Jess. And I was like, I said, oh, heck no. You know what? Screw this. I called the police. I had the police come out. And then when the police came out, the police went to YouTube. And guess what? YouTube came down and talked to me. And then all of a sudden, if I wanted to go onto their property, if I wanted to, but they had a crazy. The people at YouTube, I have to say, were very, very nice. They were very nice, very pleasant. They resolved the matter that I went up there for. What I didn't know,
but they don't want you there.
No, they don't.
They don't want you in the building. You know that.
I went up there was the same. It was the anniversary of a weekend that a YouTuber who something happened with her channel, got taken or whatever, had gone up there, and apparently with her pow, and I didn't know it was the anniversary of that week, of that day that she went up there. And here I am, a YouTuber, on the same day going up there raising Cain. So they were on super alert. And so when I went up there, they're like, "Oh, here." They had all kinds of good. I didn't even know that there had been an incident like that the year before or so.
I
But
didn't
there
either.
had been. So I went up there, like that's like going to New York on 9/11 to the, you know what I'm saying, and raising. So they thought I was up there for some crazy purposes, which I wasn't. I just wanted to get my AdSense straightened out. So the guard went bonkers. He went bananas. I called the police on him, but anyhow, I'll go up there with you, and we'll, like I said, 2 old ladies getting arrested, that'll hit the news.
Yeah.
You guys will have to come up to YouTube and picket.
Get us out of jail.
Picket to get us out of jail. But no, I do believe YouTube is gonna, like I said, when I dealt with someone who actually came down from YouTube, and because they had to come down and talk to the police, when they came down, they were very pleasant, very helpful, very cooperative. They gave me, I mean, once you can talk to someone at YouTube, they're very nice. They're very nice. It's just they had a crazy. I guess it was a outside agency that was providing the guard, and the guard was, in my opinion, he was a whack job. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. Hi.
But anyhow, so it's going to get resolved.
Yeah.
And Catherine says, preach. That's right. It's a spiritual battle. It is, Catherine, it is a spiritual battle. And it's going to get resolved. And once, just claiming the victory in Jesus' name, you will get your channel back, and it's going to be bigger and better than ever. I tell you, you didn't know hitting 60,000 would come with all this, did you?
I didn't know. So
Vaughn says, if the devil isn't attacking you, you're not a threat. Amen, Vaughn.
Me
and Lindy talked about that yesterday. If you're not doing anything of any consequence, he leaves you alone because you're not a threat. But if you're doing something and you're going to change lives and you're making a difference and an impact, he wants to take you out. And that's why he wants to take you out. So, thank you, Don. Hey, my brother Donald's in the house. Thumbs up, everyone. By the way, Donald, I called you, couldn't reach you, so I'm going to call you after the live. So be alert for that. But yes. Now, Lindy, I know you didn't know I was going to do this, and I didn't tell you because I knew if I told you, you'd say no. But do you have a Cash App or any of those? Could you please share it? Can one of my moderators share it? What is your Cash App? Just in case anyone wants to, bless Lindy. This is not the purpose of this live. Lindy didn't know I was going to do this. And like I said, I didn't tell her because if I told her, she would have told me not to. So I'm doing it. This is on my own. What is your Cash App, Lindy?
It's the $ 1947 LAVA, LAVA.
Okay, $. Let me see if I can post it. I don't know if I can post it, but I'll see. The $ 1947
47 LAVA.
And then capital L
capital L, but then no periods. AVA, LAVA, just the word.
Okay, so
I think I'm pretty sure that's it.
Okay, let me look and see if I'll look. But like I said, if anyone wants to, but certainly don't do anything that's going to harm you all financially.
No. I don't want anybody to use their money that they need. I'm not I have been gifted, so, and I have been blessed, so don't send something you need. Don't do it.
Well, I'm just letting people know in case, I don't even know I have to go. I don't know how to get onto Cash App. Let's see.
You have to have the app on.
I think I have it. Let's see, request. I don't know. I've got I don't know how to. Oh, here it is. 1947. Oh, $. Oh my gosh. This is going to take the rest of the
No.
Oh, there's no dollar sign on here. There's no
Fun.
dollar sign on my phone? That's
There
crazy.
is. There, you have
Mm-mm.
a dollar sign.
Not on my phone. Let me see. Hold on. Uh, no. How can I not have a dollar sign? I thought, oh my gosh. Well, can someone else check and see if that's the one? 1947 lava. 1940. What is it? Dollar sign
19.
1947 lava.
Yeah, I think the dollar sign is the Cash App dollar sign. That's their logo.
Okay, I don't know. But if someone could check it and see if that's it. But just to let you know, if anyone wants to, not trying to, you guys know I don't push anyone to do anything, but if
No,
you want to. But yeah, so those of you who have a channel, who are getting ready to start a channel, be mindful of this. So how did you go about trying to contact YouTube and trying to get it resolved? What were the steps that you took, Lindy?
I don't know.
No,
I just went crazy. I can't tell you because I was on for hours and hours, like 12 hours at a time. I accidentally hit buttons. I
okay.
just said, how do you recover a channel? That's what I did. And I followed whatever everybody told me. And finally I got to the X.
Okay,
I
okay,
can't tell you what I did because I just kept asking questions on AI and just kept following instructions. That's all. That's all you can do. I had no clue what was going on, so I
okay,
didn't really know how to do it.
okay. All right. So just go on and ask Chat
Yeah,
GBT or something how to recover your YouTube channel if it's been hacked. And
yeah.
that's what you said you did. Okay. All
And
right.
then I followed that, and
All
then
right.
somehow, don't ask me how. I got to X. Don't. I'd have no idea how I did that.
All right. Well, that would
So
be the best.
you want to go. The main thing is you shouldn't go anywhere but Team YouTube on X because they're the only ones who can help you. Doesn't
Okay.
matter what I went through. They are the only ones. You have to go to Google and try to recover your email. And then you go to YouTube to try to recover your YouTube.
Channel. Okay.
So you go to X. You cannot get there. You can go through YouTube. You can whatever you want, but the only way you can reach anybody who can help you is Team YouTube on X.
Okay. Team YouTube on X. I'm hoping no one is going to need to do that, but at least you know now what to do.
Yeah, you can
So
bypass everything I went through.
okay. All right. Martina says if you've never had tire sensors replaced, they are overdue. Got mine replaced a year ago, 278 for all four.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did
it
all four. I
okay.
did all four this morning. Yeah,
And
never been done.
where did you have them done?
Schwartz, the tire place.
Okay, I guess I could have them done a discount tire too, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Uh
It's around 200. Mine was 255. It's around 250 to $300.
yeah, hers was 278, Martina said for four.
Yeah, yeah. Mine was
Okay.
255 for four.
So Miss Net says the devil stays busy. Yes,
Yeah,
indeed. Oh my goodness.
yeah.
Uh Catherine says, what does YouTube say to Linda? Um, they're just trying to someone's asking what is YouTube saying to you now?
They're not. We're only asking questions. They're not talking to me. I'm filling out forms.
Okay, so they're just
This is
sending you forms?
hours worth of conversation. So I can't tell you what they're saying to me because this is hours and hours of conversation through email.
But
And they're
what I'm
sending
saying
me
is
stuff.
so they're sending you forms and stuff to fill out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're
Not a
sending
lot of
her
conversation.
okay, so they're sending her forms to fill out, and that's what she's doing. So again, as you can tell from Lindy right now, she's been at this doing so many things. She can't even remember what she did and
I
how she
can't.
got there, But it's like you're
I can't.
lost in a maze and you're just trying to get out of it. You can't, once you get out of it, say, oh, well, I took this left turn and this right and this. You're just trying to figure your way out, and that's what she's doing. But meanwhile, she went on to Farmer Twitter. She went on to X, to Team YouTube. You said
Team YouTube.
Okay, Team
First, you got to
YouTube.
learn X.
And
If you've never been on X, oh, trust me, that's a nightmare in itself. I watched videos, like 10 different videos, and it took me 4 days to even figure out where to get the messages.
oh my goodness.
Oh, really? Really?
Well, I think what I would do if that ever happened, God, hopefully it won't, but if it did, I would just go to my goddaughter's husband, who's a tech guy, and I'd say, okay, help me figure this out, because I, I know that it would take me 8 years, so I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to go to someone who can help me, because
Well,
I can't.
my granddaughter is very tech savvy.
Mhm.
I called her, and within a couple of hours after it happened, she came. She went in circles just like me, and she finally said, "Oh no, you can't. I have no idea how to do this."
Mhm.
She literally gave up, and she's done everything.
Well, you've given us a head start. At least we know we've got to go to X. So I would just go over and have someone
that's the
help me on
biggest
X.
head start. Yeah.
Yeah. So knowing to go there, at least that saves probably a couple of days of trying to figure it out, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
that's a very big tip. So that's
So
very helpful.
YouTube itself is not very helpful when you're just talking to YouTube and the help center. They
Yeah.
can't help you.
Yeah. Don says, never had done before, Martin. I figured that if the sensor doesn't light up upon my dash, they're all right with no problems. Am I mistaken about that? Yeah, I think I I have a tire sensor on my dash, but then I don't know which tire it is. But, I just go in and have them check all of them, you know. But I think if the tire sensor comes on your dash, you know that something's wrong, but you just don't know which tire. But one guy did tell me not to have separate individual sensors at a tire place, but I forget why he said it. He told me there was a reason it's better not to, but I forgot why.
But that's the way mine are set up. And mine gives me not only the light, but a message. Service tire monitor system, which says those have gone out. And all 4 of them were dead. My last one went out and the light came on.
Okay. So I guess you're doing maybe so your system doesn't show you which particular tire?
Yep, it does.
Oh, it does. Okay. All right.
All of mine went out, so it wants the whole system monitored.
Okay. All right.
Mine will tell me low pressure when they're working. Mine will tell me low pressure, whatever, in my message right on the dash here.
Okay. Jacqueline is saying, yes, you'll get your channel back. Yeah, we're just, everyone on here, just, while we're all on here, let's just say a prayer. Dear Lord, we just ask in unison. You say when 2 or more are present that you're in the midst. So there are 2 or more here in this live. We know you're in the midst. We ask that you not only give Lindy her channel back, but give her the strength to go on to what we know is the next step and the destiny that you have planned for her, that Satan is trying so vigorously to keep her from reaching. We just ask that you give her the strength to plow through this and get to what it is that you have planned for her. Because the Bible says he has plans for us to prosper us, and that is his plan for you, Lindy. So we're just going to hold on to that. And and no, so I just wanted everyone to come on just give Lindy some words of encouragement, and let her know that you all are behind her, and that this too shall pass. um Martin says, Don, my tire symbol came on. My car is a 2007 Camry. Okay. Well, I think my brother's car is a little older than that, but I'm not sure. Sun and Seashore says, what is the risk if we don't unsubscribe? I don't think there's any risk. When you say what's the risk, you mean to you if you don't unsubscribe? Or to Lindy? Can the hackers then see our channels and attack us too? I may unsubscribe until it's result. No, no.
No,
They,
no, no,
you
no.
know,
They don't see anything but your name.
Yeah, they see, here's the thing. They're going down and they're looking at channels who have a certain number of subscribers. And those are the channels, and they go down and they just watch for certain levels of they don't want a channel that has 5,000 subscribers. They're not going to, or 1,000 or 300. They're not going to make any money. They want channels that have been monetized and that have a good number of subscribers and have some heavy duty videos. That's what they're looking for. So no, it's not a risk to you. It's the risk is that they'll make money off of, but the risk is to Lindy. But you did say that YouTube did shut down. They shut down, so they're not doing a payout of the AdSense right now.
They shut down all the money portion. They suspended all memberships. Okay. Nobody's getting charged for the memberships, and they suspended the AdSense.
Okay.
So that's a good, I'm not sure why they did that.
The good thing that you call, well, because probably AdSense is automatic and AdSense gets paid out about the 20th or the 21st of the month. So if they didn't, it would go out, to the new banking information.
Yeah.
So they suspended that so that they don't, have to.
Yeah. Well, I'm having members telling me that they got upset because they were suspended. So I know that they took all the members and suspended all memberships.
Okay. So the idea is that any cash coming in, they want to stop it from getting to the fake people. And that's a good thing.
They're just stopping it. Yeah. Yeah.
Because people don't want their memberships going to people who are not you. So, or to these low life criminals.
Yeah.
But Catherine says my Facebook account has been cloned, stolen. Yeah, name it. Yeah, that's what happened with my daughters. And also Lisa's from Outdoor Travel. Her account was cloned or stolen. It was taken over, her Facebook account. I know several people. So apparently Facebook does very little to help you from what I've heard. But I don't know that for a fact. But I've been told by people who've had their accounts taken over at Facebook that they received no help from Facebook. So that's.
Do they make money on Facebook?
There are ways to make money on Facebook. Yes, I don't know how because I've never done it. But there are ways. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I just know people do make money on Facebook. A lot of these people do these Reddit stories, and am I the age, because they want to get a lot of views and comments. So there are ways to make money on Facebook. And I had someone text me something and with a link in it, which I didn't open, of course, about how to make thousands on Facebook, but I don't know. I have a hard enough. I have not made a video in over 2 weeks dealing with this pup. I have some that are ready to go up and I just haven't finished editing them, but it's been taking all of my, yeah, that's right, you. He's over there looking at me. So, you should see him. Oh my gosh. But yeah, but you can make money on Facebook. I just don't know how. If anyone knows how here, you can tell us. Hey, Feminine Poet says my Facebook index account has been hacked. I just haven't had time to deal with it. Blessings to you, Lindy. So that's from Feminine, sending blessings your way.
Thank you.
Jacqueline says, so was the scam when a link pretending to be YouTube? It was pretending to be Google, wasn't it?
It was pretending to be YouTube.
Oh, YouTube? Okay. So it was pretending to be YouTube and she opened it. But see, this is how the scam works. They set it up so that you get screwed over on YouTube. So then, of course, you're wanting to connect with YouTube. So when you think YouTube is connecting with you, you open the link. I mean, they have a system how they do it, So you see something from YouTube, they make a false claim, and then you say, hey, that's not, I didn't have music on that video. Then they send a link saying, well, here's the video that you had the music on. And then you're wondering, well, I didn't have any music on any video. So you open it to see which one it is that they're claiming so you can dispute it. And boom, that's when they got you. You know, they're very conniving. Very, and see, if they've been doing this over and over and over and over, what they do is they work on you psychologically. You know, they get you're so frustrated that when you finally see it, you're like, finally, okay, now let me fix this. I mean, they're just evil. That's the only word for it. Just evil. But Vaughn says, does everyone know how to detect a scam email? I do not. Do you know how to do it, Vaughn? Because I don't know. I certainly don't know. But I did ask my goddaughter's husband. There was an email, and I was like, I need to see if that's real. And he looked at it, and he goes, yeah, that's from YouTube. I don't know how he determined, so I guess I better ask him how to determine that, because I couldn't tell.
What I was told was you hit the picture, their picture, and that will bring up the actual email. And if it's not an actual YouTube email, which it's not, it's phony.
I'm afraid to hit anything, quite frankly.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to hit anything. Catherine Fabulous 60 says, my channel is so small, doubt they would bother me. Maybe not. You never know. You never know.
I think they go after 50,000 and up to about 75, because we've got some leverage, but not like someone like you or someone at 7 million. You know what I mean? No. They're picking a certain group.
They got, my friend's son had 600,000 subscribers.
Oh.
He had 600,000, and they took his channel over. And it was someone in Russia who took it over. It was out of the country. It wasn't in the country. It was out of the country.
These were all, these all look like out of the country emails. I've got copies of every one. I'm going to shoot them. I'm going to print them out, and I'm going to try and get the FBI involved.
Yeah, that's what I was suggesting. Yeah, that you get them, because this is, this is, they're taking out, this is banking fraud and stuff. You know what I mean? So, Vaughn said, son, the good point, Vaughn. She said, Sun and Seashore, her account can't be found to subscribe or unsubscribe. That's the point. You can't even find her account,
Right.
Her channel isn't even up there.
Can't unsubscribe.
You can't subscribe or unsubscribe right now. It's not anywhere up there.
Yeah.
This is really bizarre.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much, Vaughn. Carol, could being on Underbelly make Lindy a target?
No,
well,
this happened.
Actually started before that.
Yeah.
But I think maybe once you were on that and they saw that you were growing really fast and that you might be making more money, I think that may be when they decided to send you the video to open up.
Yeah.
Possibly,
Well, they just sent me another one with it closed yesterday. I got another one. And I'm just laughing because you can't get to my account. So how'd you see a video?
Yeah, I don't know. Wow. Well, thank you very much, Vaughn, for the super chat. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. And all the super chats I use those to give away. In fact, I encountered a lady yesterday at the library that was in need and was able to bless her. So thank you very much, Vaughn. Don says, mine is a Mercedes-Benz, and I think there is a warning light for darn near everything on my dash. But I will ask next time I take it in for service, Martina. Okay. Catherine says, Vaughn's, I don't, but I delete 99% of my emails daily anyhow. Okay. Oh my goodness, it's 4:15. I didn't realize we had gone so long.
Yeah.
Jacqueline says, what terrible people. Yeah, there are a lot of terrible, worthless scum of the earth out there. Hey, Lynn Sweet. Hello. Says another person on YouTube got hacked. She had to register her channel. Yeah, it's happens quite a bit. Miss Net said, as soon as the live is over, I'm creating a unique email for YouTube only. Excellent point, Miss Net. Excellent point.
That's what I've done. That's what I've done.
Yeah. So, hey there, 3 generations. I was looking for you earlier. Good to see you made it. Donald is saying that to Iris. Register your channel. Now, what do you mean register your channel, Lynn Sweet? I'm not sure what you're talking about when you say register your channel. So, I'm that's going up above my head. Vaughn says, Catherine, one thing to is hit reply, and you'll see the sender's email is like, oh, but it is supposed to be from Amazon. I don't even want to hit reply. I'm afraid to hit anything, you know. I'll be honest. Catherine says, because I literally get dozens upon dozens upon dozens of emails every single day. And some of them have a notice that'll say potential spam or scam or whatever. And others don't. And then, like, I got one from a company called Roblox, and I did open it, but I didn't open a link. But it said, we really want to, do business with you, blah, blah, blah. And, hit this link so we can, talk, whatever. So I happened to be at a party shortly. I didn't open the link, but I was at a party with someone who's in management at a management position at Roblox. And I told him, I said, oh, I got a thing from your company. He goes, let me see it. So I showed him the email. He goes, that's not from us. So I was like, oh my goodness. So I don't even open any. I get so many offers to do videos, collaborations, but I don't even open any of them unless I reach out to the company myself and deal with them directly. I don't even open any of the, because like I get literally dozens of offers every day. And some of them I'm sure are legitimate. Way back in the day, I did one and it was legitimate, but I don't do anymore. It's just too big a risk. So
I'm going to head out, everybody.
Okay, well, we're going to be heading out. Jackie, certified shopaholic new member. Thank you, Jackie. My bell from Barry is in the car, so I can't ring the bell, but thank you, Jackie. I appreciate your being a new member. And that is what is happening with Lindy, because I had so many people asking me about her. I thought, let's do this live and answer it. So anyone who had questions and people were worried about her, thinking maybe something had happened to her, so they couldn't find her channel. So this hopefully will answer all those questions. And just keep her in your prayers. Keep her in your prayers. That's really the best thing you can do for her, is to keep her in your prayers diligently. What do they say? The fervent prayer of a righteous man or woman, a righteous man availeth much. So just keep her in your prayers if you would. All right. Arister says, is it Artister? I don't have my glasses on. I should have my glasses on so I can see these. Says, I heard YouTube just started going AI to regulate the channels, and now this happens. Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell you. Feminine Poet says, big time happening to Tracy. They really did a number. Wow, I am so sorry. I really like her channel. I like her. I'm so sorry that happened to her. Jackie says certified shopaholics says, sorry, Lindy, but get ahead of the Federal Trade Commission. That's a good idea too. That's a good suggestion. Rose Gray says 60 and starting over is the person I know that. Yeah, that was Tracy. Oh my goodness. Hey, Panda Chicken Mama, haven't seen you in a bit. So does Lindy need her URL of her original channel? Yes, but she had it. Thank goodness. She had written it down somewhere. So she had that. So Don says, nowadays a person is not even safe using the ATMs located in the banks. Folks are covering, oh yeah, oh absolutely. I went to a bank and I saw this guy. He was messing around. He just seemed suspicious. I don't know. And he was just hanging around the ATM. And so I went inside. And I told him, I said, there's a guy out there. And I don't know what he's doing, but I think he's messing around with that ATM. And I didn't use it, but they went out and sure enough, he put something, a scanner, something in there. I don't know. And anytime, I go to so I completely did away with my ATM card. It got hacked. I said, that's it. I don't have an ATM card anymore. Which makes it not very convenient. But after they hacked my account, I was like, nah, it's too easy to hack. Unless even my credit card, I don't like using my credit card unless it's the thing that you could just put up against there. I don't like putting it in where you have to insert it in anything. I just don't like doing that, you know. Lynn Sweet says Carolyn's RV Adventures had to register. I don't understand what you're saying, register, Lynn. Lynn says, I don't have experience or channel just below someone who has been hacked. That is what she said. Well, I'll have to look up registering to see what that is, because I don't know what that is. Carol says, yes, Lindy will. Catherine's Fabulous 60 says, yes, Lindy will persevere and will be stronger for it. Yes, she will. She's really going through the fire, but she's going to come out forged and strengthened and do some really amazing things. It was the URL and your handle is what she needed. Who is this? I mock it says, aloha, Jackie and Iris. Oh, aloha. All right. Well, folks, I am going to have to get off. I've got to let this pup out because I don't want him having an accident. And I need to pick up my daughter. And, whoo, I tell you. Catherine says, don't mess with old folks. That's so true because we don't back down. We don't back down. Okay. All right. I am getting off the live. And thank you, Catherine. Yes, hit those likes. It helps. I don't know why, but it helps. Vaughn says, don't pay at gas station with credit card ever. Pay cash inside and cashier. Well, I do pay at like Costco with the, but I don't put it in. I just put it on they have the thing where you can do it on the outside. Yeah, that's where they got me. We went to Disneyland one year and it wasn't a gas station. It was inside a, one of those ABC stores. They have all these ABC stores near Disneyland. We went to one of these ABC stores and it was inside at the ATM machine at the cash register. So I think it was an inside job. That's my personal opinion. And yeah, that's where it got hacked because that's the only place. And it was done up in Orange County right after we went to Disneyland. And Disneyland is right near where they tried to use it. So it was pretty clear that's where it got hacked. Jacqueline says, I don't know how to reply to individuals, but hi, 3 generations and modern. Yeah, this is how you do it. This is how you do it, Jacqueline. Liza says, throughout the things you use online, always change passwords often. Liza, that really is good advice. I don't do it as often as I should, but that is really good advice too. All right. Oh, it's okay now, Sheila. Good to hear. Don says, do I need to get some bail money ready to bail out these two? You may, because if we go up to YouTube, we may get a little bit agitated. So put some money aside, Donald, just in case. Put some money inside. I know Nora's saying absolutely. All right. Jacqueline says only 9 likes, please. Hit the X to see the number icon and click the thumbs up. Yes, only 9 likes. What the heck? All right, you guys. Come on now. You can do better than this. Hit the likes. Let's get everyone a like. I don't want to have to be like some of these folks on these channels. They don't start even talking until everyone is liked that's in there. I don't want to do that. But I do appreciate it if you would hit those likes, every single one. Liza says phone scams too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Don't answer the phones to numbers you don't recognize in person. I don't. But there's something called, I think it's called spiffing, where they can make it look like they're calling from a number they're not calling from. I mean, there's just, it's mind boggling, all the scams. Do these people stay up all night 24/7 thinking of ways to cheat people? They just use some of that power, that brain power, to do something productive. Think of what they could accomplish, you know? Vaughn said, Don, also the ATMs not at the branch are super sketchy too. Oh, they're sketchy at the branch because it was at a branch that the guy had put something in the thing. Yeah, it was at the branch. And then I went to another branch to use the ATM, and something, the branch was closed, but it was saying something. It was somehow, it was not closing out. It was doing something that wouldn't close out when you were leaving, and then they could come behind you and open back up and drain all your money. I mean, yeah. So I just don't even use ATMs anymore, you know. Hey, Donna Verson Clarity. Hello, hello, hello. All right. Catherine says, Liza, me and my hubby get these scam calls. They say nothing when we answer. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Wow. Jacqueline says some gas stations in Texas won't allow paying inside. Why? Well, you know what? We have a thing, me and Jess, I take her to work one day a week and we go out and have breakfast. We get the $3 sandwich. You get 2 for $6, so we get the $3 sandwich. We do that. That's our little routine once a week. Probably raises my cholesterol. I don't know how high, but anyhow, they said that from now on they're not taking cash. They're not taking cash at the cash registers anymore. You have to pay with a card at the kiosk. This was at a McDonald's, a big sign. We no longer take cash at the cash registers. I was like, what the heck? But that shouldn't be surprising because they don't. I went to pay a bill at a bank a while back, and they said we don't take cash anymore. I said, you don't take cash for payments? So if I wanted to open up an account here and give you cash, would you take cash for that? Oh yeah, we'll take cash for that. I said, well, forget it. If you can't take cash for my payment, I'm not giving you cash for anything else. I was kind of snippy. Yeah, yeah. They on their now this was their own credit card. They wouldn't take cash for. Yeah. So sooner or later, we're all going to be very, very, very vulnerable. But I really do need to get off. I want 2 more comments. Don says, I agree with Vaughn's on a roll. Most definitely never just tap your card. Yeah, never just tap your card. Always insert it, and after process, the hit clear the card. Yeah, clear it. But I do like to tap. I don't like putting it in because putting it in is where they grab it or they clone it, or but I do always end. I always end whatever I'm going to do. I wait to see that it's ended. Like even when I get gas at Costco, I wait to see that that transaction is ended and they've started over for the next person. But all right, well, folks, thank you, Blue True. Thank you for putting that down. All right, Lindy's Cash App info. Yeah, Donald, you had it backwards. It's the slide where they get you, not the tap. I always do the tap. But anyhow, Panda says, Carol, I just sent you an email with what I believe is Lindy's original channel URL. Okay, interesting. All right, I will see if that corresponds with what she has. Miss Nett says, does Lindy have Venmo? I don't use Cash App. I don't know. If she does and hasn't had her channel back by next week, I'll put up the Venmo. But thank you. Everyone's asking me, oh, no Venmo for Lindy. Okay, Vaughn says no, she doesn't. All right. All right, folks, I know that I've got a lot of comments here that I'm missing, and I always hate that to do that. Oh my goodness, but thank you, Vaughn, for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Jackie, for the certified shopaholic, for becoming a new member. I so appreciate that. Very quickly, if there's anyone who has a channel that you want me to shout out, please put a C on there for content creator. If there's anyone that is your first time in the house, can you let me know? I see Can Gal, is it 158? Oh, Can Gal 58. Okay. Hello. I don't think have I seen you in here before? I don't know that I have. I don't remember. Hey, Wanda, hello, how are you? But if anyone, um, give me a big C, and also first time in the house, number 1, and I will shout you out. All right. Who's this? Person in the wild? But give me a big C if you are. All right, it's going to be gone. And oops, sorry. I moved this. You guys can't see me. Gone. All right. This is, you know what? Why do I keep doing this? I'm putting on my glasses so I can see, because I want to get this right. Well, I can't find my glasses. What did I do with my glasses? This is a darn shame. I am sorry. Oh my. Well, I have my sunglasses in here, but I don't seem to have my I'm always losing my, and they're only those cheap glasses that I get from Dollar Tree. So, oh, here they are. All right. Who is this? Oh, Pirate in the Wind. Okay, Pirate in the Wind, first time. Oh, you met me in courtside. Oh, okay. Pirate in the Wind. Well, welcome. I'm glad that you're here. Thank you for joining in. And first time in the house. Thank you. Put a C if you have put C for content creator, and I will put a C, please. Put a C. M&D Lawn Care, I will call you out. Kim Kindle. Daily positive affirmatives. My first time catching a live. Love your channel. Stay safe. Oh, thank you. Daily positive affirmatives. Well, we absolutely do need that. All right. Alaska 727 says, oh no, that's awful. I heard other, yep. Well, Pirate in the Wind has a channel, so go over and check out Pirate in the Wind. And Graham says, never too old to travel Australia. The old bloke has now started his trip. Okay. Never too old to travel Australia. Well, go over and check out Never Too Old to Travel Australia. An older gentleman is starting a trip all around Australia. That should be pretty interesting. So I'm going to check that out and see. He started his trip. Go over and check that out, if you will. I haven't been to Australia. I'd love to go, but at least I'll see it through the eyes of Never Too Old to Travel Australia. Very interesting. All right. Thank you, youtube.com at Pirate in the Wind. Can Gal. Yeah, I thought I hadn't seen you before, Can Gal 58. First time viewer. Well, welcome. Glad that you're in the house. 3 Generations says, prayer request. I hope to walk again without depending on a walker. Well, you know what, Lord? We would just ask that you would help Iris to do that, to be able to strengthen her legs. We know that you can do all sorts of miracles. And if you can raise people from the dead, we know that you can get someone off a walker. So we just ask in the Lord's name, in Jesus' name, that you would get Iris off her walker, strengthen her. If she's dealing with doctors, give them the wisdom to know what to tell her to do. If she needs to be in physical therapy, let them know. Just guide their hands, guide their minds, and let them direct her and instruct her and let her get off that walker. So we need to hear a good praise report pretty soon, Iris from 3 Generations. All right. Thanks, Miss Net. Dropped the link for Pirate in the Wind, and also the link for the channel. Thanks, Miss Net. Thank you very much. All right, Wind Wild, it's all good. It is all good. I love each and every one of you. I will see you next week. One of these days, I am going to get a video out. I'm going to hopefully get a full night's sleep from this little creature over here, but he's getting pretty big, so I'll have to put him on one of these videos one of these days. Love each and every one of you. May your journeys be filled with joy and blessings. I will see you down the road, and I look forward to meeting up with each and every one of you. Ooh, can you believe that it's already April? Just seems like we were just in courtside just a few days ago. But I'll see each and every one of you. Love you. Safe travels. All right. Let's end this puppy, and I